Hello and welcome to our latest Swampcast. We're here on a windy Florida field after the orange and blue debut. The spring is over. Robbie can relax now a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a day off.
Maybe get a day off, yeah. But, you know, I don't want to say uneventful, but with 16 out of the 22 starters not playing, Robbie, it was definitely a day for the young guys.
Yeah, and you can see this coming, Pat, with all the injuries they've had, and they don't want any more injuries, and this is a perfect chance to see how these young kids can do in front of a big crowd, and that's where Florida fans deserve a huge pat on the back because they gave Meyer the big crowd he was looking for to give these guys experience. John Brantley said he was nervous before the game. Allegedly, and then fine once it got started, it's a good experience for him.
Allegedly 65,000 were here. It was probably more like 55. And I always say whatever the crowd is, add 10 to it, that's what they'll announce. But it still was amazing. I was talking to my wife. She got here, she couldn't get in until the end of the first quarter because the lines for tickets were so bad. So you got to give Florida fans credit. But again, a lot of it was, hey, let's go celebrate the team that's won 2 of the last 3 national titles. The story of the day, probably John Brantley to Frankie Hammond, Robbie.
Yeah, that was a great combination. You know, I said earlier in the spring that Frankie Hammond reminds me of Riedel Anthony a little bit. I saw Riedel Anthony in the parking lot before, and then Hammond came out. Yeah, he reminded me a lot. But the kid, he does look a lot like him. He's tall, lean, and fast, and has quick moves. He had a great day today.
Great day. He's got that good step back when he catches a short pass and steps back to get out of the defender's grasp and then cuts it upfield. We did see the guy everybody wanted to see, of course, was Tim Tebow, played the first half. And I joked with him, that counts as a loss. He was a starting quarterback.
He's not accepting that, though.
He didn't buy it. So
he said he wasn't in the game.
He wasn't in the game, so it doesn't count. But you know, he looked fine today. You know, about what you'd expect. But you know, I asked Urban about why none of the defensive stars played, and he said, "Look, we know what they can do. We know they don't need to play in front of this crowd." 14
points against Oklahoma. That's kind of their statement for the spring.
Exactly. So I think in the end, Robbie, this was a really good spring for Florida. It's not perfect because they had some injuries.
Yeah.
But they got better. They found depth, which was their goal on offense, especially the depth has been there on defense, but they found depth on offense. They didn't have any serious injuries. They got out of the spring game without any injuries. And as Urban said, toughest summer ever coming up.
Yeah, he's gonna put the pedal to the metal here on them this summer, and they know that, and they expect that. And this team is going to stay hungry through the summer. I think they know what happens when you don't. Coming off the 2006 championship.
Exactly. So. I love Tebow's quote when somebody said, is he, fans back there, hey, how you doing? That was for me.
They saw Pat Dooley.
They did, that was for me. He said, look, they don't have to buy into it. We're going to force it on them for the younger guys.
Whether they like it or not, they're going down the road. So
I don't think I'd want to go through what they're going to go through this summer. It's going to be rough, but that's how you build a champion. So we'll see if Florida, next time we come to you, heck, I guess we'll be doing preseason, right?
Yeah.
We'll miss you until then. We really will. 31-21 orange in an upset. You had the blue, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did pick Brantley as my MVP before the game, and I think maybe he got it.
Well, there was no vote. You can't count that.
But the vote of one. He won the award.
I'm voting for Dorian Monroe. How about that?
Okay.
Dorian Monroe, and that's a good, interesting thing. One last thing before we go. Dorian Monroe, I talked to him after the game. He said, I finally felt like I'm back. When he got out in that field, made an interception, nice return. Great kid, you can't help but feel good.
He had a great spring, all those safeties did. Another young guy we didn't mention, TJ Lawrence.
Yeah, played well.
They found more playmakers at wide receiver this spring. That's a big thing.
So we'll see what happens. Obviously, the spring is over, and I know a lot of you are disappointed because you want to go out, watch him practice some more, but I know Robbie's happy because he gets some time off. But it'll be interesting to see how this summer goes for them. If they can stay out of trouble, obviously, and keep the hard work. I have no doubt this team is going to work its tail off because when you look at Tebow and Spikes, the leaders, they're not going to allow anything less.
Yeah, and this could be a special team. Like Meyer said, if they were healthy, the team you would have seen rolling out here today would have been very impressive. Yeah. So that's what they look forward to in the fall, putting that team on the field.
You know, it's amazing when recruits are over there signing autographs.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. Tebow
of course,
can't
people
sign,
have known about him since they've been in 8th grade, probably. So.
All right, we're going to take off. We got to go write our stuff. Make sure you read it at Gatorsports.com. We got a bunch of stuff coming up for you in the off season as well. Stay with us as we cover Gator baseball, Gator softball, all that other stuff as well. Until next time we see you, it's been a great, August to April.
It's a good run.
We'll see you in August again. Till then, Robbie, Andreu, Pat Dooley, the Gainesville Sun. So long from the Swamp.